this week's Ask Dr. Nikki is from fake name David. Now, David's question is, do you agree or support the idea that men should abstain from masturbation and build sexual energy in order to build more sexual tension / motivation and increase motivation to go and find a sexual partner? I come from the perspective that some men are using porn and masturbation for sexual satisfaction and in effect never having sex because they are already satisfied from the convenience of porn. Or is this idea of abstinence dangerous? Sorry if this is slightly off topic. This is definitely not slightly off topic, and I love a question like this that is a bit different to some of the more traditional ones that I get. Now, there are some schools of thought when it comes to ejaculation more than actual sex that when a man can hold his sexual seed, that he's able to channel that sexual energy, in other ways in his life. And this really goes into more of a thought along the lines of Tantra. And as much as I'm not a Tantra expert, I'm a massive support of people exploring that because I think there's some really interesting take-home messages, especially about our connection to the mind as well as our sexual organs. When it comes to porn and feeling like we might get satisfaction out of watching porn, I do feel like there is a danger with the overuse of porn. One of the things that we don't discuss very well is how to have a healthy relationship with porn. I'm very porn positive, but I talk about it in a matter-of-fact way, and I discuss with people, how can you place this in your life where it isn't a negative? You know, there are various negative impacts that we can have from porn. I'm never not going to admit that, but we need to continue to have these conversations and also access this education to be able to work out, well, how do I watch porn and use it where it isn't negatively impacting my life? And by that I mean, it's not giving me negative expectations towards my sexual partners, but another one is that, is it actually helping me to connect with the people on the screens so that I'm getting more satisfaction and don't necessarily feel like getting it from somewhere else? This kind of starts to get into the debate about, is a sex robot going to do the same thing? Will we be able to get that satisfaction from this inanimate object that we won't actually need to be out in the dating world pursuing real life people? Now, you can create this connection with porn. You know, people see these characters on a screen. They follow them on Instagram, they follow them on Facebook, they see their personal lives and they feel like they know them. And there is this level of connection that people do have with a porn star. However, I don't feel that for many men that stops them from going out into the dating world. For some, I think it does, but we might be looking at other issues such as social anxiety or something else that's going on where they feel more comfortable in the safety of their own home watching porn than necessarily going out into the dating pool. Because it can be very daunting and it is a world full of rejection, superficiality. You know, these are things that might see somebody that's suffering from a low sense of self-worth or some form of social anxiety to stay at home and not necessarily put themselves out there. So I think with this, there's a balance. You need to make sure that you're not gaining enough satisfaction in the home that's stopping you from going out in the dating world, but still allowing yourself to tap into resources such as porn. Porn can be a great thing, but you need to work out a healthy balance in your life as to where you're able to watch porn and not have negative expectations on sexual partners, feel less about yourself, or feel like it's stopping you from going out into the real world. So I hope that answer helped. If you have an Ask Dr. Nikki question, please jump on my Facebook page, shoot me a message. Nothing is out of bounds. Ask me anything. Okay, bye.